Alright, let's drop off glass half empty. The presiding Deviless descends to meet your rescued prisoner. She taps his glass eye with a fingernail. A sun-touched soul, she muses, an eager flash of tongue at her lips. Yes, we can take good care of him. Ooh. Choose selections of immaculate souls. Your last words with the empty are awkward and brief. He's never much of a conversationalist. He thanks you and seems to be happy to leave it at that. When you return to your train, you find a nervous young man waiting outside with a barrel of souls. The Deviless told me to deliver these to you, he says. Said it was a fair trade for such a patient. Ooh. Alright, we can advance this with the our aunt. I haven't really touched her quest line now that I think about it. Your aunt, chattering constantly, guides you through the ash gray stone chambers of Carillion. Eventually, you reach a little door in one of the less traveled backways. Your aunt knocks thrice. The door swings open. A severe, scarred old woman peers out. Bunty, your aunt cries happily. After a brief introduction, Bunty ushers you inside. You emerge into a room with a high mirrored ceiling. Its dark paneled walls are illuminated by dripping crimson candles. Revolutionaries consort with ministry auditors. Devils drink with bright-eyed ministers of the new sequence. A famous Tackety general is highly occupied with a distinguished admiral. What has she brought you to? This does not bode well. Where did she go? You duck between a pair of drunken lords toasting their family feud and follow the sound of boiled sweets. Ah! You. I got my eye on you, Durangar. Yep. Hey, Mooncap. Welcome on by. And Chimera. Hello, hello. Villery, scoundrelness, skullduggery. What kind of rapscallion shenanigans are you up to, Durangar? Secretly been lurking? Ooh, lurking in secret. This isn't just lurking. This is advanced lurking. Working behind, you have it open in incognito, and then you have like 7 proxies, and then you have like a fake mustache on, you know. Gotta make sure nobody can tell. Tormenting your friend with art of their character. Nice, nice. Always fun to slap people around with some get love nerd. Oh, we haven't collected all of them. Oh, we need to collect all the penances. Stretch and hydrate. All right, I can do that. Oh, that felt good. And Zawaba. It fills me with energy. Two oxygens and hydrogen. Oh, Chimera, I see you are very eager to go into the void, and I can't stop you, but I would recommend you don't do that. All right, so we need to deal with our stained soul. Oh, great. We need to succeed a souls check. It's going to give us 5 terror. At least we can repeat it. Yep. Oh, thank you for the head pats. I love the void sobbing in hands. Oh. Hey, Azure Crow. Welcome on by. It seems I have been digitized into the video game. Although it's a bit awkward because I seem to have become pixelated while the game is more of a hand-drawn art sort of situation. So this is just awkward. Oh, I need Mystic. Welcome on Streamer bot? Streamer bot. Streamer bot. You son of a bugger. Why? Why is this disabled? No! I turned my alerts back on, didn't I? No, I didn't. Wait, I need to turn that on. You turn that on. Turn that on. Turn that on. Well, fuck. I'm sorry, Mystic. I'm sorry. Didn't have the fun little raid shenanigan messages, but welcome on by Mystic and everyone from their channel. I don't know what you're up to, but whatever it is, it was probably a hell of a lot of fun because Mystic is a really great artist and plays a lot of fun games with a lot of other cool people. And hey, Dandy, I see you there as well. I hope you're doing great. But Mystic, I don't know how long you were streaming. This is your opportunity to stand up and piss, wiggle it out. Wait, no. Leave a piss. Don't just stand up and piss. Just make a mess everywhere. But if you don't know me, I'm Dreki Ormer, the Draconic Serpent, Flightless Dragon, or simply Worm on the internet. And today we're playing some more Sunless Skies after our bi-monthly serial bookworms little shtick. And I mostly wanted to usually I would do some Rain World speedrunning, but I'm trying to find a thing and it's not in a situation where I can like play the game easily. So I'm basically trying to find if I can do some RNG manipulation, and for that I have like a bunch of debug stuff, and it's like modified the files and stuff to figure things out. It's a whole thing. I don't want to undo it. So Rain World's off the table for now. Hey, Xanos. Damn, so many cool people stopping on by. I hope you're having a good evening, Xanos. So, problem is we need 10 penance to remove our stained soul. Failure gives us 5 terror each. Are all of them hearts checks? Match and shift normal? This is normal. This is normal. I am very normal, Magos. What do you mean? What do you mean? And yes, I hope you're having a good evening, Magos. Thanks for stopping on by. Oh, now I'm really in the game. We're pixelated retro. Yeah, I try. No, maybe it's a Sonic game. I don't know. I feel like this color palette doesn't fit a Sonic game. Ah! Absolutely rude, Chimera. I can't believe you've done this. Can't believe you've done this to me. Oh, lost tracking there for a bit. Thanks, camera. Ooh, cool. Retro, yeah. Considering changing Cookie's palette. Aztec mosaic looking snake. I have become fully Aztecian. Tessellation everywhere. Repeating patterns all over the place. Are all of the penances heart checks though? No, this is a mirrors check. And this one is... All right, it's an iron check, so that's better. Oh, we can use unseasoned hours as well. Okay, and we could use penances from other areas. We just need to get 10 each. Hopefully the Scarlet Macaw colors are not too much of a huge macaw snake. Either way back to Azure? No problem. Man, our soul is kind of fucked up. Cure your cold soul. All right, so this will give us a 60. We have a 60% chance of success here. Whee! Oh, look, it's all the items are going to be pixelated too. I see. So we the cat loaf just getting bounced up. Look at it go! Will it fall? No, it keeps going. Oh, that was great. I love that. Iron is not our best stat. Never mind, it is our best stat. All right, so let's go back to the...
Oh, crap! Oh, my frogs!
No! Shit. The frogs! Shit! No, the frogs, they can't survive! Oh, they're amphibians! They're not designed to be fractals or pixelated! No! They can't properly oxygenate! Their membranes don't work! Aww. Thank you for the 6 mana, Chimera. It will be greatly used in probably more items. We need more items. More items! Wow, the I can't even, I think, oh, it's the Dreki plushie by Raya-san. Yeah, that one got really scrungled by being pixelated. It is a riot of pastel colors though, so that makes sense. All right, so if we have a success, then we can, oh, hold on, I need to drink some water for this. Oh, it seems we've achieved maximum void. You thought you were safe with your familiar pixels. But I'm here to tell you, the void always watches from between the scan lines. Even your bread will not sate the void's hunger. Although the bread is quite delicious. I'm sorry, Chimera. Your yeeting is in another realm of reality, separate from our current void and fused, fractaled edges, triangular desolation of tantalizing thumbnails. I couldn't think of another T sound to continue the alliteration. 2 out of 5 eats today. Feels bad. Well, sometimes it's not about the yeets you yote, but about the yeets within your mind, that yote you've yeeted within to yote out that you've yeeted. And if that made sense, it shouldn't. I just kind of said yeet and yote, back and forth. All right, so we're just kind of penance farming because I need a lot of penances to fix my soul. Because I kind of fucked up my soul apparently, so that's great. Not great, it's actually very annoying. We need like a lot of penances actually, so this is gonna, so let's see if we can, let's just cure one of them real quick just to see what happens. Whee! And I did eventually get a streak of misses since you got so many rovers. I feel like you jinxed yourself. I really feel like that's what happened there because you commented on it, and then I feel like the wind in your sails has now turned. Oh, we get experience from that. They would describe our soul as tantalizingly opaque and rich with personality. All right. Our fear is getting a little high, so we're not going to push our luck anymore. Let's see what our aunt wants. What's all about that about St. Dunstan's? We got her shaken up at Carillion. When I was a gal, I used to do a bit of spying for the crown. Now, I've been out of the trade for years, but I couldn't help but overhear an intriguing conversation. People rarely pay attention to ladies of my age. She gives you a look, as though daring you to disagree. They say revolutionaries helped our government conquer Albion. They mentioned a secret rendezvous at St. Dunstan's between 4 representatives, a new sequencer, a revolutionary, and 2 members of Her Majesty's government. I have to get to the bottom of this. It's my duty. She tilts her chin defiantly. I have a friend at Port Prosper who owes me a favor, and we can get lunch. All right, that's perfect. What did we need to do? Oh, we need to go to the circus for the Fortunate Navigator. All right, we need to go New Winchester. We need to go left. Just kind of generally up. Yeah, completing that bombazine is going to be a huge payday for us. Let me tell you. I know we gotta level up. I'm waiting until we get back to New Winchester and get everything settled up. And then we will do our level up before continuing on. I think we should also do one more stage of the main quest while we are at New Winchester. Ooh, free supplies. We take those. Oh, I am a terrible host. If you came from Mystic Stream and are not already following them, you can... You can do nothing because everything is broken. Nothing's okay. Oh, fuck me. Mystic flower. 2, 3, 5. Look at me fucking up my own command. Boy, is this a day.
What if? The NPCs aren't going to be smart enough to look under a desk, are they?
Perfectly cut screams. Oh, that's a great one. Oh, I love that clip. That's a good clip. No one's gonna check under a desk. Uh-oh. All right, we'll sacrifice someone to remove the burrower's wrath. Oh, we lose 3 crew member. Great. Hate that. Hate that for me. I thought we were going to lose 1. All right, so we're going to have to refill our crew. Cool. Cool beans. We'll just do repairs. Save us a bit of money, and it's simple. Hey, welcome to the Ziggurat. Know me, superhero, and more. That's a mouthful. Rolling that. We'll have a great rest of your evening, Yeet. Pokemon X and Y. Can't believe you've done this to me. You've only just arrived and you've chosen violence. Can't say that I know too much about Pokemon. I was always more of a Digimon person, but even with Digimon, I don't know. I didn't really play a lot of the sort of animal tamer battler kind of games. Also because my past gaming is very spotty. It just kind of jumps all over the place. So I tend to have just very eclectic selection. All right, so let's turn in those port reports to get a nice chunk of money. We have a lot of tackety gratitude. Let's get a bunch of savage secrets because those can be used quite well. Stretch and hydrate? Fine. Fine! Welcome on button. Newts. Newts. Can't say that I know the context. Again, not played any Pokemon. Playing Sunless guys here. Fucking fancy day. Yeah, well, we're driving a train engine through the sky, so you know we had to have the proper accoutrement. Aid the stovepipes. Stovepipes and tackities share power in the reach. I can't remember. Wait, what faction are the Stovepipes? I thought it was Tackities versus the Ministry. Yeah, I think we don't want this quest. We're just gonna take this and then abandon it. Drop these off, drop this off, drop this off. Missing a tiny monocle. I do need to get a monocle sometime. Ah, another drawing for the collection. It grows. Alright, we need to repair. Need to get crew. Search for the amenable host's identity. The initial search is fruitless. People giggle at the antiquated fashion on display in the daguerreotype, the tilt of the jaw, the unfortunate arrangement of hair, but the proprietor of the round table seems to recognize the face. Oh yes, right solid he was. He holds the locket up to catch the falling starlight through a window. What to do with a factory here? 2 years back. Think what's wrong. There's a workers' revolt. Not seen him since. Interesting. We found no conclusive evidence. Psalmists. Three of which were renders. Only one of them was just asked for. That's always fun. Whenever something is so enjoyable, you know, it's not work to keep doing other stuff. All right, we need bombazine, 7 of it. We need the literature, 2 traders wood. So let's put some stuff into storage to fit it all. We can restock once we get to Lustrum. We can get fuel and supplies from there. Good shit. Trade for free. No, I don't like that ship. Yeah. None of the ships in here are good. What else did we have to do? I guess there wasn't anything else. I guess let's work on the main quest. The publisher leans back amidst a halo of smoke. Imagine I'm the average man in the street, by which I mean a Philistine of the lowest order. What have you done lately to capture my attention? Ooh, we have discovered the fate of the Parsifal. Do I pull out the old like rubber hose, black and white Betty Boop tune style? The publisher is silent for a long time once you've finished telling your tale. He blinks a few times. Even his cigarette has extinguished. Stunning, he says finally. Make sure you write it exactly like that. A blank page is no longer a source of panic. It's a field waiting to be sown. A block of marble hiding 100 sculptures. A sail that will whisk you to the seas unknown. You sit down, crack your knuckles, and prepare to write. Before you launch yourself into writing the Song of the Sky, you reread the previous 3 cantos. You're surprised to find that its ethos, its purpose, are taking shape with a clarity you hadn't noticed or planned. Your attempts to capture the sky in words have tended to return again and again to a similar theme. The adventure, the loneliness, the horror. The adventure. Also made a 3-page little comic of them. Nice. That sounds cute. Again and again, you're intoxicating readers with that delirious cocktail of excitement and fear. The battles, the intrigues, the pursuits, and other things which warrant exclamation marks. Themes that had once lurked in the recesses of your mind now rise unbidden to the surface, shaking the last vestiges of your subconscious from their flanks. You finally get the sense that you know what you're doing, and more importantly, where you're going. You sit to write, fingers flying, that shining specter of an ending blazing like a beacon in your head, until finally you reach it. The 4th canto is complete. The omnivorous publisher puffs his cigar and holds your manuscript up to the light. A jeweled watch sparkles on his wrist. How long has he had that? You should celebrate tonight, he says, pouring you a generous heaping of whiskey. Then I want you to go straight home and start the next one. No detours. Oh, shit. You don't have time to ascertain the reaction yourself. The omnivorous publisher has arranged matters on your behalf, and you find yourself whisked away on a whirlwind tour of book signings and interviews. Your pen hand cramps from signing. You collect a reliable stable of answers to the most awkward questions from journalists and readers alike, especially an answer to the most awkward of all. When's the next one? Soon, you assure them. But by the time it's all over, you are beyond exhausted and in no fit state to write. The 4th canto remains the top of the bestseller list for weeks. No, we need an unlicensed chart. I didn't realize we were down to 2. All right. I think we can get unlicensed charts from the person. Hold on. I need a doc. Oh, I forgot to freaking hire on crew. That would have been a mistake. We'll just make sure we get maxed out. Burn the money. I think from Victory Hall. So I think it's like Savage Secrets and unlicensed chart was in one of those. So I should actually also stock up on unlicensed charts. But let's see. So our character thus far, revolutionary, scarred, spell in prison, worked below stairs and in the train yards, disgraced predecessor who were following their footsteps. We took a loan of hours to be a settler in the Reach. We are involved blockading of New Winchester from the company. We had a seance. We have an exercise regimen. We have rubbery inclinations. We made a thief oath. What's our next facet? Ooh. I don't like the Great Game. Don't like Scandal. Don't like Club. I don't want to do House of Cards. But Kinship with Rats. London's rats are persistent and ingenious. They're not well spoken, but they are at least spoken. They're also marvelously skilled engineers. Well, yeah. Fuck yeah. You suspect you were their mascot. They were always very kind. Sometimes they left you little squares of cheese. I like both of these options, honestly. These are both really good. Let's get... I like the mascot one. That one seems a lot funnier. We have a lot of seriousness in our background. Let's go with something a little jovial, a little silly. Little silly. All right. We need to take care of our terror, and for that we have to go to Magna Lines. Do we though? Yeah. And nah. I'm sure we can manage our terror. Yeah, extra ration of brandy. That reduces terror. All right, so Lustrum for a massive turn-in, then Trader's Wood for a slightly smaller turn-in. We also need to abandon this prospect. Let's see. Oh, the layering on these maps never gets old to look at. You know, we have the current, a little bit further back, a little bit further back, further back, further back. Beautiful. I wonder how many total layers it is for the backgrounds in this game. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least, because there can be things above us for like bridges and things. That's a lot of layers. It's probably even more that I'm not even thinking about. Fuck. Oh, thank dog. I'm pretty sure if I advance... I don't remember, like, I've gotten it before, but I don't remember how I got rid of the taste of the bottle. I think I just have to succeed a few times in resisting, and it will go away. Hey, 31st of December. It's almost time for the new year. Ministry. It's kind of hilarious how easy those ships are to destroy. Get a lot more ministry stamped permits. So whenever we need them, we usually need a good chunk of them. And since we are not working with the ministry, we gotta mug the ministry for them. And we'll take the shortest route. Fuck it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? A little bit of extra terror. Pfah. Ooh, a Scrivener. Ooh. Gotcha, buddy. Gimme. Give me your bronze wood. It's too easy. Yay, free terror. Ooh. Conduct an excavation. Oh, we can get a moment of inspiration. Oh, hell yeah. Need those moments of inspiration. Very powerful resource and very difficult to get. If you could just, like, stop flying away from me, that would be cool. Nice. More bronze wood! Nothing like free bronze wood, because that shit's like 150 a pot. Like, that's pretty expensive, I'll tell you what. Ah! I want to crash into the mountain. All right, so bombazine. Oh, beautiful. Now that's what I call profit. We need to get some more fuel and supplies. We need to go to the factory, donate bronze wood. Ooh. The Liberators lumber out of their engine sheds. Heavy armored engines that act as mobile repair and resupply points for the lighter Takati scouts. Each has a pair of huge cylindrical tanks mounted on its back to hold the fuel for its experimental, some would say cobbled together, fire belchers. The Takatis are in high spirits. Now encounter Takati Liberators while exploring. Interesting. Well, let's make sure we get a port report. I wonder what those Liberators look like. Ah! Can't believe you do that to me, Mooncat. Can't believe. I want to go back to the void. It's spoopy in there. I guess I kind of overcompensated with all the wood I got. I only needed to bring 2. I thought it was going to be a quest I needed to repeat a few times. But, that's what I get for thinking. This is where I would mine for 3 hours. If I had a miner. Well, how many drawings did you do? Is it a pretty big number? Did you accidentally a big number of drawings? At least 69. 13 if you combine all the ones on the same page in comic. Oh. I see it's time for a rematch. Curators. What are you gonna do, buddy? Ah, shit. Keep going. Ooh, you made a mistake, curator. You looked away. Hick Saint Draconis. Shit. Oh, that's a problem. All right. Accidentally lost half our armor, or half our health, but we got it. 13 if you combine all the ones on the same page you comic. If you separate the ones, the doodle at 16. Interesting looking dog. Yeah, they're pretty big. We're gonna take a trophy because we need the terror reduction. That is what killed our grandfather, Dreki the First. We have now gotten vengeance. Well, look, it's a giant thing frozen in the ice of the sky. Damn, dead end. Struggled on your best. Aww. So thank you for the boo. I'm flattered you draw me. Regardless, it's the thought and effort that really matter. I'm certainly definitely a person who has never been very picky as far as art. I'm not good whenever I commission arts. Like, I'm not good at describing things. I kind of give a very big free hand to anyone drawing my character. You've inspired me to add more feathers to your god snake. Yes, more feathers, more feathers. Really like drawing worms and dragons. Kind of been your thing, so why not try? I'm sure you say that to all the worms you're talking to. But thank you. I don't know. It's real nice. I've never really had a distinct OC or character until I started on the path of having like a VTuber persona. And it's really been nice to actually go to artists that I like and be like, hi, can you draw my character, please? And it's like, yeah, now I kind of get all those people wanting, you know, the commissions of their D&D characters and their various OCs. Like, all right, I understand now. I'm in the loop. Well, if you have a worm with an O dragon, it's just very awkward. You know, they're very, it's a very strange fusion of the two entities. You know, because, you know, worms, they're kind of goopy. They eat through dirt. Dragons, you know, they give you the magic, you know, usually give scales, things like that. So fusing those two things is usually a bit of an awkward situation. Favorite dragon types are actually noodle dragons. Those pasta dragons better watch out. Oh, it's a marauder. Ah, shit. It's two marauders. Now it's one marauder. Let's repair our shit. We're actually just gonna fuck off. I don't need their shit. Slither in the burrows where the meat tastes best. Yo. Now imagining like I remember someone did a series of... Fine, we'll burn it. Various dragons in like different types of hordes. So like a dragon with like a plushy horde, or a dragon with a fine china horde. Just a whole bunch of interesting different hordes. Now I'm wondering about like a dragon with a pasta horde. There's just like a bunch of spaghettis and lasagnas and an entire world of gods and dragons. Drawn them many times. Most recent dragon is actually a furred, feathered, Eastern style dragon. Normally appears as either a humanoid, to be confused with a tiefling, or a 60-foot long dragon. Yeah, you gotta really understand how horns work. You know, it's like the tiefling horns are like this. But then the draconic horns are more like that. You know, that's subtle things, you know. All right, that was an easy fight. I don't want to render it edible. Let's destroy the remains because it's going to reduce terror. And we need to manage our terror because I decided not to go to Magda lines because I am a foolish, foolish serpent. The reason I say recently is because I made a new form of him that's even larger. Mother of God. Harvest the lichen for fuel. Study the fungus. It's fungus. It does not respond to movement, heat, or light. It does, however, seem inclined towards sound, emitting a puff of spores in the direction of two chattering crewmen. You perform further experiments. It ignores the noise of the engines and is unresponsive to music, but does respond to singing. Apparently the fungus likes voices. Interesting. Size difference go burr. It's already an existing character for a long time in a campaign, but for lore reasons, I was finally able to reveal his bigger form. Ooh. Gotta go GRPG. Ugh. You may have beaten my fault. You may have beaten me, but this is not my final form. I am actually 150% dragon. They only sell supplies. This is gonna be a problem. Alright, this should help us with our terror a little bit. The Regent's Tears. The 10,000 streams. Why are there bees here? I can't believe this. Let's drink from the cascading waters. So there's a limit to how much terror reduction it'll give us. I think we already hit it. Yeah, because it's our little skull will turn like blue. It'd be crazy if my grandpa was actually a dragon. Embrace dragonhood. This is that dragon. Ooh. Him's grabbing. Partial success. All right. You've heard of L's, you heard of W's, but have you heard of P's? They're pretty delicious vegetables, you know. I like adding them in most meals. The gayest bipan dragon in the land and the skies. Ow. Fuck. Fuck this. I'm fucking off. You're gonna charge me again, aren't you? Oh, poor fights, Dreki. Poorly chosen fights. What are the bees running at? Cirque of Azure Skies is his name. The old purple prose names. Or rather like the name title names. Ah! Why are all the bees? We are in a difficult situation. A difficult situation for us. I forgot to talk to the rats to find where we need to go. The whole brigade are gathered around Cinder's nest of spent bottles and old journals. All eyes are on her. He pads over to the lieutenant. His mustaches droop, but he meets her gaze. Here's the thing. I don't like you. I don't trust you. Cinder stands nose to nose with him. You were given a number, and you've shared it with us. We'll see this to the end. All of us. Just don't try anything. The lieutenant nods. Of course, Cinders. Cinders turns away. Alright, we gotta head to London to finish their quest. Question. Answer. Response. Alright, so turn in this bullshit. Bronzewood at a bargain. Sure, why not? We're gonna need a bunch of supplies because I'm probably gonna have to burn it. Ooh, easy full repair. Can Cookie be both psionic powers but also nature themed? Oh, y'all are probably talking characters. Ooh. Get a caged catch. Those are a resource we need more of. We do not have Origin Academic. We need affiliation with the Academy 3. Alright, so we need to get that up. Write a port report. Approach the tents. See if there's anything we can trigger to reduce our terror. Nope. Alright. Need to head to Polymer and Plenty's. Being dragon nerds. Well, it's in the tags. All right. Real nerd hours. Get fuel there, right? We cannot get fuel there. I see. All right, so I guess we're going to Port Avon. Great. 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 Every dragon is custom tailored. OSHA regulations don't mention anything about dragons. There's just like a single, there's two lines. There's maps have to have here there be dragons, and there's a second line, beware the dragon. And that's all the OSHA regulations as it pertains to dragons. It's very succinct, you know, it's a very simple set of rules to follow. Reprimand him. That's one of the things about whenever your terror gets above 50%, is you can easily get stuck in a negative feedback loop because you start having events that fire off about your crew being scared, and then that leads to more terror and more terror and more terror. So it's really something you gotta make sure you stay on top of because it can quickly spiral out of control. That's why I'm hoping I can stop by Port Avon, fix that up, get us some supplies, or get us some fuel. This guy, the actual god form. The Shy God. All right. Go to Mr. Menagerie. And we can get the Ratronaut. We can get the Ratronaut. We can get the Ratronaut. The rat. Oh, I need mirrors. At 65. That's why I didn't grab them previously. Fuck. I don't think I have mirrors at 65. You know what? I think I can just purchase them. The Retronaut glowers at Mr. Menagerie as it scoops it from its cage. Are we moving again? Can't you find me a locomotive? I want to be in the sky again. I need to feel the light of the star on my tail. Mr. Menagerie holds the creature up and introduces you. The Ratronaut narrows its beady eyes, considering you. Its decision is made. It jumps onto your shoulder and prods your cheek. Come on, Captain. Let's get to it. Mr. Menagerie shakes its head and begins to gather up its things, preparing for the next leg of its journey. Let's see, where did he go? Ormswold? I don't know what the fuck that is. These two are engaged. Here's why Loki's cracking jokes. Ooh, we can buy some cheap fuel. Nice. What about the Nowhere Inn? Escorting the short-sighted cryptozoologist. A tiny figure weighed down by two backpacks and a heavy duffel coat looks through thick glasses at her map and then up at you. Excuse me, I need passage. Don't suppose you could help me? The trail of unusual beasts. I'll pay you for your time. All right, where does she need to go? Lustrum, beams the short-sighted cryptozoologist. She leans in conspiratorially. Then, realizing that she's whispering to one of the inn's wooden beams, leans over to where you actually are. I hear there's a curator who lives there with the people, Mr. Pennies. I've always wanted to meet a curator, just safely. Hey, yo, we might have some monster fuckers on board. Let's appreciate some cider. The taste is so sweet, so aptly, so heart-twangingly, breath-catchingly nostalgic. It'd be easy to miss the kick. What a dangerous little beverage. You drink judiciously and only allow yourself one more mug. Every sip reminds you of a world that is lost, somewhere at the far end of the universe. The thing about anything that has dragon origin, all of them have a thing in their body called a star. Ooh. Interesting. Read a work of speculative fiction. Well, at least this is reducing our terror. Let's see, we can get a tale of terror. Tale of terror. Tale of terror. All right. We're just gonna bugger off because it's not reducing a ton. It's not very efficient, but I think it'll let us limp along well enough. You know? The black diamond with a star-like appearance that holds their life source. Galaxy-like. Oh. Interesting. Sort of how I ran with the angels in Evangelion, because I ran an Evangelion campaign for a bit, and the flavor I was running with is those red cores is like a kind of existential spacesuit, and what the cores let them do is assert their reality upon other realities. So like they came from other dimensions, and that's why physics gets all jank, because their reality just has different fundamental rules, and it's why when breaking the core utterly obliterates them, you basically pierce their spacesuit. And I was running with them basically being a higher level entity, sort of like a sapient individual ascends into whatever like the angel sort of thing is from their reality. And because it's a higher level being, it just fundamentally doesn't make sense to us, because you know humans just haven't reached that level. Although there were a couple who had it's a bit complex, because I was running a mishmash of original Ava lore, but I was also adding some spins of Greco and Norse shenanigans. Like Earth was more of a long-standing tug of war between three major entities. The Atom was basically native to Earth and was the first human who transcended existence and was trying to raise up others. Zeus was a wanderer and happened upon Earth and just kind of fucks around. He's just in it to have fun and is just annoyed at running into someone else who is his peer and took it personally. Odin was a mad scientist and actually ran away from their dimension, because my campaign took place mostly in Europe, and it was mostly dealing with incursions from Norse mythology based entities. And what it was is Odin wanted to engineer more transcendent beings through some pretty dubious and like not so great ways. And a lot of the unascended, from what he came from, were dying in like wars he was fanning and instigating through intermediaries, basically, you know, just trying to engineer similar circumstances to that he ascended compared to others. And people banded together and were trying to run him down and remove him. And so he escaped into our reality. And he's basically just trying to survive at this point because they found him and he can't get out of Earth because of Zeus and Adam's tussle. And he couldn't take Earth for himself. So it was a whole bit of shenaniganery. I just had a lot of fun with imagining the Yggdrasil sort of stuff because their world was one of perpetual light, because the Yggdrasil was like so like we know it as, you know, the world tree, and it has all those things in it. But the actual Yggdrasil that Odin came from, their planet is a tree-like entity that's formed a Dyson sphere essentially around a star. So that's why it is one of massive greenery and constant light, which caused all sorts of interesting differences in how life existed there. And the whole reason I had to start fleshing all that out is in one of the battles, because all of the battles I had a lot of fun designing the battles for Evangelion, because it's my kind of combat. I like singular cinematic fights more so than just like, here's a pack of goblins, you know, here's a mercenary group. Like, it's easier for me to balance things if I only have to worry about one character. And so like I can overtune the angel and then I can kind of dial it back. And they're usually a little bit more of a puzzle fight element to it, or something like, gotta pay attention to what the creature is doing and what I'm describing, as the players found sometimes. But one of them, when it blew up its core, like I think they shattered its core, it wasn't able to destroy. They were in close proximity and basically had a bunch of critical fails. Like, they were just in a really bad situation. And the core shard actually rent through their Evangelion and into their body inside the capsule thing inside the Evangelion. And so what also made it funny is this character was basically running with a character type similar to Rey, sort of like a created being. So I ruled, and what started to happen to them is the Yggdrasil entity, origin entity, its sort of memories and, you know, parts of its thoughts and stuff started seeping into their like memory and psyche, giving them, like, they started getting slow understanding of like what these things incursioning onto Earth was. And I was hoping to eventually have like the players go to their reality at some point, but, you know, things eventually fell apart and we didn't eventually get to that part. But there were a lot of really fun hooks that got set.